through the coaching process and the initial process, we discovered that people who were immediately around me for long periods of time trusted me very much. But people who didn't know me very well had no trust in me whatsoever. And when you grow from 4 people to 300 people just in a few years, there were a lot of people who didn't trust me by a number, by a volume. And that became a really important stumbling block in senior management's capability of bringing me into that group. They brought you in to help me get more of me out in the business and help me recognize that it was me that was actually bringing those results, and it was me that people trusted, and that I could be more of that to everybody. So then we went into, we talked about what I wanted to get out of it, what I wanted to change. You recognize this is your reality. You're not going to change everything tomorrow, although that would be my goal at the time, would have been just fix it tomorrow and let's move on. Wasn't going to happen that way. You let me know this was a long process. I'm 7 years into it and still working through some of these things. So we put an action plan together and spent about 6 months together going through and making adjustments, checking in along the way. Bud would check in with my team to see if they were recognizing things, and he would find out that things were happening good and things that I thought were making progress were not, and we continued to find out how to get that to come out, what problems were still coming out. You met with my superiors, met with people all the way around, and finally, as the formal coaching ended, we had another review, and the results came back dramatically different. We're 7 or 8 years later, and still Bud and I are communicating. There probably doesn't go 6 months doesn't go by that we don't communicate. It's interesting when I listen to some of our staff talk about me to their family or to things, and it's quite nice because some of the terms they use to describe me are very close to the terms that Bud and I talked about, gosh, like 7 years ago, that we were focused on getting to that spot where that's how people viewed me, because that's who I was. And it's really interesting that it wasn't an immediate process. It took years and years, and the coaching really hasn't stopped.